We are following breaking news right now related to music mogul Sean Diddy Combs. Major new allegations today of sexual assault and exploitation by Combs. For the first time, we are hearing about victims who say they were minors when they were allegedly assaulted by the music star. The youngest allegedly just 9 years old.
So who knows what's going on upstairs in the basement with the cameras? What's going on?
There are indeed other perpetrators involved. They will be revealed when that particular individual case is ready to be filed. They already know who they are. And I'm talking here about not just the cowardly but complicit bystanders. That is, those people that we know watched this behavior occur and did nothing. And I'm talking about the people that participated, encouraged it, egged it on. They know who they are.
Recent developments suggest that Diddy could face a life sentence due to allegations surrounding his infamous parties. Reports indicate that these gatherings involve not only adults but also minors, with some victims now coming forward as adults to hold the music mogul accountable. Disturbingly, the youngest victim was just 9 years old at the time of the alleged incidents. Federal authorities are preparing to disclose even more shocking details, as over 3,000 victims have reportedly come forward. Testimony suggests that additional celebrities may have been complicit in Diddy's alleged misconduct, prompting investigators to pursue justice for all involved.
The biggest secret in the entertainment industry that really wasn't a secret at all has finally been revealed to the world.
Attorney Tony Busby, alongside co-counsel Andrew Van Arsdale, held a press conference on October 1st to reveal serious allegations against Diddy, including mistreatment, fraud, and battery, particularly involving minors. Busby stated that his firm received calls from 3,285 individuals reporting trauma linked to Diddy. They have verified 12 victims so far, with expectations that this number will increase. The demographics of the victims show that 60% are men and 40% women, disproving rumors that Diddy specifically targeted Black individuals. Of the plaintiffs, 62% identify as African American, 30% as white, and the remainder as Hispanic or Asian, with victims spanning over 25 states.
You talk about the ages of the victims when the conduct occurred. It's shocking. Our youngest victim at the time of the occurrence was 9 years old. We have an individual who was 14 years old. We have one who was 15. 25 of the 120 individuals who are plaintiffs in these cases were minors at the time of the acts complained of.
The allegations suggest that Diddy's misconduct occurred at various events, including freak-off parties, New Year celebrations, album release parties, and auditions. One victim, who was 9 at the time, reported being solicited for favors during an audition, with Diddy allegedly promising a record deal. Another victim was manipulated into returning without parental supervision, leading to a distressing encounter. Victims describe alarming experiences, including being offered drinks laced with drugs, resulting in incapacitation. Reports also indicate that some victims were subjected to unwanted sexual acts, with one stating they woke up with no memory of the previous night, only to realize they were missing clothing and in pain.
Never heard of. One in particular that continues to pop up is a drug called xylazine, or trank, which, based on our research, is known as a horse tranquilizer.
The number of victims may continue to grow, as reports indicate over 12,000 calls were made to a hotline for those affected. Busby's firm has over 100 people working to sift through these calls to identify victims and witnesses. Experts believe the timing of these revelations correlates with Diddy's indictment, as victims may feel safer to come forward now than in the past, when Diddy's connections often shielded him from accountability. Many victims previously faced indifference or intimidation when reporting their experiences.
We're being stringent because, as I said, these are not easy cases. They're very tough. The process is hard, and in some cases, the process is very lengthy. These cases are hard to prove. Many times it's the victim's word against the alleged perpetrator. Each of these victims will no doubt be publicly attacked by the alleged perpetrators, and in some cases, the general public. The feckless and cowardly keyboard warriors love to attack.
Busby confirmed that 55% of the victims filed reports, which will serve as crucial evidence in the upcoming cases. The lack of prior charges against Diddy for these specific allegations raises questions about federal awareness and the adequacy of the evidence available at the time. In a notable twist, a former attendee of one of Diddy's parties in 1991 has begun to share their experience recalling uncomfortable moments as a child at the event, which included inappropriate conduct and a lack of supervision.
First, I want to talk about the timing of this. It comes out after the indictment, after the arrest. What do you make of the timing?
I think the timing is about perfect. So a lot of people don't come forward right away because for a number of reasons. And when you do this in this manner after the publicity that the indictment and the arrest have received, a lot of these survivors, this is really kind of top of mind for them right now. And so having this happen right now, it's kind of allowing them that safety, really, and having people that have kind of tried to push this away to think about maybe I should help others. And so I think that's really kind of, some of the, more significant parts of why you do this now.
Attorney Busby revealed that Diddy is not the only individual implicated in these lawsuits. There are claims that other celebrities not only witnessed the alleged misconduct but participated in it. Busby asserted that he plans to disclose more names as the legal proceedings progress, warning that the public will be shocked by who may be involved. Diddy's legal team has dismissed the allegations as a money grab. His attorney, Erica Wolf, stated that the claims are false and defamatory, emphasizing Diddy's eagerness to prove his innocence. However, Busby claims to have corroborated these allegations with substantial evidence, including videos, messages, and hospital records.
So that evidence still might be being collected. There could be that grand jury could still be sitting and collecting evidence and investigating this right now. There could be superseding indictments that come about. I think that we can't really make any assumptions based upon the indictment that we currently have. I think that, the credibility of those claims, a criminal case and a civil case, as you know, are very different in terms of burden of proof. In a criminal case, you have the higher standard of beyond a reasonable doubt. On the other hand, on the civil case, you have just preponderance of the evidence, which is, just more likely true than not true. If you believe one side a little bit more than the other, then that side wins. So I think that there's also that. And with minor claims, they're particularly tricky because minors' memories are not as good. And when you're talking about adding, being drugged potentially to the mix, that could even make it more complicated in terms of proving these minors' claims. And, something that I encounter frequently in my practice is that, sometimes minors will just say, I don't know, if they just don't want to talk about something. They have very distinct ways of protecting themselves. So it's a lot more difficult to work with minors, and it takes a little bit longer to build those cases. So I wouldn't say we're going to rule that out. There might not be charges with minors, but right now, that's just what we're working with.
With high-profile cases in his past, Busby is well equipped to navigate the complexities of this scandal. He has already connected some plaintiffs with federal authorities to explore potential criminal charges against Diddy. As this situation unfolds, the public awaits a resolution. Many voices have emerged, calling for justice for the victims and expressing skepticism about Diddy's innocence. What are your thoughts on the situation? Do you believe these allegations are credible? How will this impact Diddy's ongoing legal troubles? Share your opinions in the comments below.